Is this really the kind of beef that we wanted to kick off our 2024 with? I don't think, but we're here. What is good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Moth. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But when I first learned the news that Benzino dissed Eminem the other day with the song Vulturious, I didn't have any desire to check it out. Honestly, I figured with that title that it was more of the same tired culture vulture theme from Benzino that doesn't really hold much weight here because I never felt that Eminem was a culture vulture. But 24 hours later, Benzino had dropped a second diss track entitled Rap Elvis. And after seeing it up and down my timeline, I decided to give in and press play. Like, Benzino really demanded our attention with these back-to-back tracks. I'm not gonna front. But before I give y'all my thoughts on this song, I gotta say, Eminem is the superior lyricist of the two. He's a lyrical giant in the top 10 lyricists of all time, whether you like him or you don't. But at the same time, Eminem is not above being criticized, nor is he above being dissed, because this is the competitive sport of hip hop. And Eminem, he talks his shit. I mean, he kind of reignited this beef with that Doomsday track. So I did go into this song attempting to be fair, because like it or not, Ray Benzino has a place in hip hop culture too. He had years at the Source magazine, which you already know was the hip hop Bible as far as magazines go. And of course, he made music too. I actually owned several projects with Benzino's name attached to it. I'm not ashamed to admit it. 2 almighty RSO albums, which were not bad at all. And the Made Man Project, which had the bogus 4.5 mic rating due to Benzino. So I get that Benzino is not a likable guy. But if you were old enough to remember, or if you were really tapped in like that, then you knew those albums existed. But getting right into this actual diss track, Rap Elvis, it has a hard-hitting, murky boom bap instrumental. And Benzino's flow and delivery is solid. Like, vocally, he doesn't sound bad at all, if you're being fair. And there are actually some bars that stuck, or, punches that landed. He mentions the Icewear Vezo situation, where Vezo stated that Eminem doesn't show love to his city of Detroit like that. Who knows? Maybe it's true. We don't really know what M is doing behind the scenes. Maybe Vezo has a point. Maybe he was hating. I don't really know. Benzino does give credit to M for finding 50 and for putting 5 Detroit dudes on, but then he goes on to mention all the people who left Shady Records, like Westside Gun, Conway, Royce da 5'9", Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden, and Crooked Eye, Cassius, Obi Trice, and Stat Quo. Obviously, they're not all going to stay at that label, and not everyone's going to make it. But you do have to wonder what went down that so many decided to dip. I mean, I don't think Benzino's wrong for bringing that up. I did feel the following bars were hard, though. With all them false lines that you pitched them, Shady Records sound like less of a name and more like a description. I'm not gonna lie, that was fire. Then Benzino did have some bars which came across as straight hating. Like when he said, they try to rewrite history, make you Elvis of hip hop, but in stores, Slim Shady should be on the shelves next to Slipknot. Like, come on, Benzino. Eminem, he's hip hop to the core. He's not making rock music like that. Then Benzino talks about how Eminem never really battled anyone with an elite pen, or any rapper who was at least at his level or above, which is a criticism that I feel is kind of accurate. Benzino states, my guy Young Z dissed you, Milkbone dissed you, Last Emperor dissed you, Pace One dissed you, real lyricists, but you ain't go back at them, did you? Because you would rather battle pop stars just to get your issue. I mean, Benzino kind of has a point. And I will say that if you don't know any of the rappers that Benzino listed, then you really don't have any room to speak and say that this song is trash, because it will just like expose your lack of hip hop knowledge, if I'm just being honest. So yeah, overall, I thought this was a pretty dope diss track. I had zero expectations going into it. The bar was set pretty low, but I feel Benzino, he came with some heat. Of course, there were immediate accusations that Benzino used a ghostwriter here, and that could be true. I don't know if there is any credible evidence to support that just yet, but you know, it's safe to say whoever wrote this track can rap pretty well. But yeah, at the end of the day, Benzino did great for his standards. I'm not gonna knock it just because it's Benzino and just because Benzino isn't technically as gifted as Eminem. A decent diss track is a decent diss track in my book, but let me know your thoughts below. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but as always, it's peace and blessings. One.